All right, Fat Boy Fadeaway Sports post-game Game 1 NBA Finals. I am freaking pissed off, Tyler, about a very disappointing loss, 40-16 fourth quarter. Warriors lose to the Celtics. Celtics could not miss in the fourth quarter. I don't even know what to say. Very frustrating. Your thoughts to kind of just get me going a little bit. Your thoughts here on the game.
I never thought Derek White would affect my life in such a negative way.
You moved Blake Popovich, for God's sakes. Why do you trade him into that Celtics?
Why is Curry not playing the whole fourth quarter? Why is Iguodala playing at all?
He played well.
He hit that three, and then he committed that retarded foul. Sorry, excuse my English. That stupid foul to end the third quarter. He did all right. I don't think he played. He didn't guard anybody. No one stayed in front of anybody. Draymond played the worst game of his career, maybe. He did nothing. Their big shot like 80%, I believe, when I looked at the box score from the field. Horford was like 6-8 from three and like something better. Dice was 1-1, and Reggie Williams didn't really miss. Not that he's making shots, it's mostly just alley-oops. Clay didn't show up. Steph showed up in the first quarter. After that, he had a good run in the third, and then he was kind of absent in the fourth. He had a little run in the fourth, I guess. They fell apart. They looked like the inexperienced team.
I think it's way worse. I think it's way deeper than that, man. I think it's what we said at the beginning. The Warriors have never matched up against the Celtics well in their career. They have multiple wings. They can defend more guys. Once they figured out that we just got to stay on Curry at all lengths, and then they switched the Thompson ball screens way better. They understood it. So the Celtics are basically daring Poole and Wiggins to beat them one-on-one. And until they do, they're not going to switch any defense. That's what it told me from the second quarter on. So, I mean, Poole was way
but Wiggins did beat him. Wiggins played great.
I didn't think Wiggins did in the second half. I thought Wiggins was horrible in the second half.
He didn't get the ball.
Well, one way or the other, he wasn't effective in the second half. Poole was definitely not effective in the second half. And I think the other thing that was disappointing to see about the Warriors is, and this is the point where it's an avalanche at one point. Sometimes you can't stop it. Like, they weren't missing, and the Warriors, they were kind of scoring there a little bit. Curry was like making some up and unders. He was kind of keeping pace a little bit, but then the Celtics just couldn't miss. I mean, Horford was on fire, then Smart was on fire. And I thought the big shot was White kind of guarded there at the end of the shot clock to tie it up at 103. Felt like when he made that, it just felt like kind of a gut buster there. And then Horford obviously got 8 straight points.
14-0 run.
So I just feel like that was the key part of the game. And I think the Warriors have a lot that I think there's a lot of bad things going after this game here. There's not a lot of good things here.
I'm not as concerned as you are about it.
Let's go right there. What's the positive thing? What do you take going into game 2 that they can actually bounce back from? Is it the fact that Green was horrible, Curry got off, Clay was horrible? I mean, there's so many different angles.
Our superstars didn't play that well other than Curry for a quarter and a half.
Clay was garbage.
So was Draymond was the worst player on the court. I don't know how you don't bring up Draymond. Like, I've never even heard you.
He was bad. Bring him up. I thought
he was terrible. He couldn't play. He didn't guard anybody. He was 2 of 12. I like that he was aggressive, but once you're 2 of 8, all right, let it go. You can't score today. His free throw shooting is just atrocious. Learn how to make a freaking free throw.
Yeah, it was bad. It was just not a good game overall. A lot of people, Warriors fans, Tyler, are saying series over right now.
Well, that's a little much. See, I'm not that concerned.
And that's what I'm saying. So
you can go on the road and get
your hat on. The Warriors lost by 12, and they were up by 10 multiple times in the game.
So they had a bad quarter.
Okay, so that's where you're at.
They hit 9 threes in the fourth quarter. I mean, play better defense.
I'm worried about the Celtics, though, having more scorers than maybe I thought. I feel like that could be an issue for me.
I think we're overreacting to Al Horford having a career high in threes. Derek White playing the best quarter of his life. Marcus Smart wasn't. He had 2 good threes when the game was out of control. He didn't even play when they made the run.
Yeah, if Horford and White play like that, we're not winning.
No, I mean, Tatum didn't even play good.
That's but I'm saying if Horford and White play like that, we're not winning.
Yeah, we're done.
We're not. I mean, let's see. Horford went 6 of 8 from 3. They said that was a career high, 6 threes. Yeah. White made also a career high in threes, and he ended up with 5 of 8. So you're not when they're making combined
11 threes.
That's got to be more than Curry and Thompson made, right? Even with Curry going off.
Oh yeah.
Curry made 7, Thompson made 3. So
So
I
Curry
like-
had 5 in the first 6 minutes and then 2.
That's what I mean. Boston made the adjustment there. So, all right. So game 2 coming up on Sunday, 5:30. A lot of different angles.
At least
here to
it's
look
not a
at
day
it.
game for you.
I thought Iguodala played well again, 3 for 4. He was a -6, but yeah, 7 points too. Otto, I thought played well. That was a nice.
Otto
little-
showed up.
Clay 6 of 14, but the numbers just don't point to not have. It just didn't feel like it. He wasn't moving well after the first quarter. Boston's youth will be a factor. Brown, Tyler, game 2. Your prediction here? It's got to be a must win, right? You can't go 0-2 down on the road.
That'll be difficult if they do. I got the Warriors. I think they'll get a better whistle. I think they got a bad whistle in the first half, evened out throughout the game. But just the game should have been at least more than down 2 at half. That's crazy. So I got the Warriors by 6. Warriors by 6 in game 2.
I think it's going to be a tight game again. The Warriors don't. I feel like this is an OKC matchup for them. They do not match up well with this team. Like they do not. And for them to win this, I feel like they're going to be down 3-2 at some point. They're going to have to win a game 6. I just feel like that has the feeling of this series to me. And I mean, might take a miracle. Maybe game 6 play again or something. I don't know, but it doesn't feel like a good matchup. It just has that feeling to me. So
we were up how much at the end of the third? I don't think
we've been like that against OKC. You know what I mean? That happened.
Have we?
I don't remember. During that series in game 1, there was moments where they were there, and I don't know. Over the long term, this team has matched up well. It's like as a sports fan, what like if I always think back to the Patriots Giants thing, like if we had to redo it as fans, we would have been like, the Giants actually might win that game in the Super Bowl. But our narrative was they just played so well. But if we actually thought about it logically, we would have gave the Giants more of a chance. You know what I mean? My point is, the Celtics have played well against this team. How do you not give them? I mean,
they haven't lost a game in 4 years in the Bay Area.
They're the only team with a winning percentage, a plus winning percentage in the Steve Kerr era. To me, that's just something. To me, that actually means something. So we'll see. I don't know. Game 2. So you got the Warriors.
What's your prediction for game 2?
I'm going to take the Warriors to win it. I think they're going to win 109, 106. We'll say. I think they pull out a squeaker. And then we'll see what happens in Boston. I don't know. This team, I'm concerned about the matchups. I got to get more from Clay. Clay's got to give me.
Yeah, Clay's got to show up.
And know who else has to show up? Jordan Poole, wake up. You got to be. All right, you're in the finals now. Be alive. Let's go.
He's so bad defensively. He literally can't guard anybody. But
if White's giving me 21,
full confidence.
If White's giving you 21, give him 21. That's the thing. Boston wasn't missing, so the Warriors just couldn't go on these runs when they were on their thing there. So it is what it is. Game 2 will be there Sunday night for you guys. Casey, maybe Sunday morning we'll see Casey will be back with us. Be interested to get his thoughts on game 2.
Yeah, that'll be
after there.
Game 1 we'll get his thoughts.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But going into game 2, we'll get his thoughts there for sure. So all right, T. We'll see you next one. Peace.
Play better. Later.